Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and join our Facebook community for epic weekly giveaways. What's up, Airsofters? The Airsoft world of compact, highly maneuverable SMG PDW style AEGs has traditionally been filled with NATO style platforms, leaving few options for those Airsofters that are interested in Soviet or Russian themed loadouts. With this conundrum in mind, G&G rose to meet the challenge with the compact, aggressively styled, Russian-inspired option for Airsofters who wanted something different. Introducing the G&G PRK9 CQB AK-styled Airsoft AEGs. Now, obviously, these babies are going to trigger some of the traditionalists, but solid construction, performance, and updated styling make them a perfect fit for Airsofters in tighter engagements. We'll get into the performance in just a bit, but first, let's take a look at the externals. Available in 3 styles, the PRK9 features a full metal body, solid construction, and plenty of places to mount accessories. The Pdw variant is the most compact of the 3 and, lacking a stock, certainly fits the bill of an AK-style pistol. Up front, we've got pick rails on either side as well as the bottom for a flashlight or vertical grip, and out back there's a vertically mounted pick rail for a Picatinny mountable stock if you need a little bit more stability. Personally, I like the option of being able to remove it and install it when needed. Speaking of stocks, the next model up is the Pdw Retractable Stock variant, which comes included with a folding and retractable stock. One stock that folds and retracts. It's not 2 stocks. I hope that's not confusing. Both of the PDW style versions feature the traditionally placed battery compartment underneath the dust cover. Now, that's great because the retractable and folding stock version functions just as well with it deployed as well as with the stock folded. Additionally, both can be easily wielded single-handedly, as long as you have enough rounds. The longest version of the 3 available options is this one, with the M-LOK rail and the folding stock. With increased barrel length comes increased accuracy at distance and more accessory mounting positions. Thankfully, G&G kept the weight down and the profile slim by opting for an M-LOK rail instead of a heavier, bulkier Picatinny rail. This version also comes with a more traditional AK triangle folding stock, which is, again, usable both folded and deployed. One of the first things I noticed was how highly detailed the included magazines were. The dummy rounds inside the included mid-cap look super realistic. With that said, I found myself really zipping through the 40-round mid-cap magazines in seconds because of the super snappy trigger response and impressive cyclic rate thanks to the integrated MOSFET and ETU, or enhanced trigger unit. I think picking up a couple of the 200-round high-capacity magazines, or even the available 1,730-round drum magazine would be an excellent option, and especially useful if you intend to use these competitively, because swapping out 40-round mid-caps constantly can be a bit of a pain. Which brings me again back to the fact that because of that tight fitment between the lip of the magazine and the receiver, practice your reloads. One other small difference between the full-size M-LOK version and the PDW versions is actually where the full-size version stores its battery. Instead of being under the dust cover, the battery compartment in this version is up underneath the front of the handguard. Simply unscrew this portion here, and then the whole section of the front handguard lifts off to reveal the battery compartment. Now, personally, I think this is a really good use of space and gives you a lot more freedom with your adjustment for your hop-up unit and the balance of the AK platform in general. All three versions come with some really nice enhanced features, like a removable ghost ring rear sight in place of the traditional leaf sight, leaving plenty of room for dust cover mounted PIC-compatible optics. You'll also notice the ergonomics and convenience built into the controls, with a very comfortable motor grip, a larger than normal paddle-style magazine release, and an enhanced select fire lever that can be manipulated with just one hand, which is a major advantage over some of the more traditional style AK selector levers. Getting these babies out on the field, you start to get an idea of how comfortable they are ergonomically. The stocks are positioned perfectly to get you on target very, very quickly. And the single-handed select fire switch makes it easy to go between fire modes, again, with one hand. Additionally, the enhanced or enlarged paddle mag release makes mag changes that much quicker, whether you're a righty or a lefty. With that said, you better get good at reloading, practicing on these, because it's a very tight fit between the lip of the magazine and seating the magazine in the mag well. Inside the PRK9 is G&G's proven version 3 gearbox. 18:1 gears ride on 7mm bearings and are powered by the fantastic 17 TPA Ifrit motor. The piston has all steel teeth with the second tooth removed, with G&G's ported polymer piston head. The piston also has a thrust bearing, and there's a bearing on the spring guide as well. The cylinder is ported, the cylinder head is made of brass, and there's no O-ring on the nozzle, which is likely why the compression isn't the very best from the factory. A version 3 compression kit, which we sell on our website, could certainly help boost performance. This gearbox also has a micro switch trigger mechanism, known as the ETU, which works with their inline MOSFET to deliver a very snappy, responsive trigger feel. This does mean that the trigger itself is proprietary due to how the micro switch works, but it works really, really well. An automotive fuse and a Dean's connector finish off our internal tour, and we're always happy to see them used on any AEG. During our range tests on the PRK9, it was clear that they were designed to perform best in closer engagements. The 50-foot test showed decent accuracy on our 6-inch plate and a nice grouping on our Evike professional silhouette targets. Out at 100 feet, the PDW variants started to struggle just a bit with the 6-inch plate, but were still able to place hits on the silhouette targets. The full-size M-LOK version performed better at distance, placing more shots on both the 6-inch plate and the silhouette target. These results can, of course, be improved with a tighter bore inner barrel and an upgraded bucking and hop-up nub, also available here at Evike.com. Unlike some of the more traditional AKs that feature a sliding hop-up unit, the PRK9 features a rotary-style hop-up unit that has a tactile click in each position, allowing for precise adjustment that's less likely to shift during use. One note though, while the full size allows you to make hop-up adjustments with the dust cover closed and the battery in place, the super compact size of the PDW versions means having to remove the battery from under the dust cover to make these hop-up adjustments. Interestingly, our chrono results were just a bit higher than we expected, with the PDW versions of the PRK9 coming in at about 375 to 380 FPS, and the full size showing results at around 380 to 390 FPS. All three performed well in the rate of fire test, streaming about 16 rounds per second with an 11.1 volt battery connected through the included Deans, or Airsoft T-plugs. As all things should be. So, if you're a fan of Russian kit and you're looking for something with modern ergos, a really snappy trigger, and something that looks different from really anything else out there, then the G&G PRK9 makes a perfect addition to your Airsoft collection. Get your own PRK9 and other awesome Airsoft products right here on Evike.com. Thanks for watching.